So today I'm going to show you how to hit out of every lie in Golf Plus VR, from fairways to bunkers. That way you can shave strokes off of your game and go as low as you can. Let's do it. So obviously off of the tee, you're going to have 100% distance control. So from the fairway, you're also going to get 100% of your distance, depending on the wind. So if the wind is pushing to the right a little bit, you're going to lose a little bit of distance, but you can at least gauge it off of that. So you can see pretty good swing speed. That should be just about at the pin. No, it's actually higher than the pin. Oh, it's an 8 iron for 153. Whoops. So there you go. You can see how much distance we got on that. Okay, so hitting out of the light rough, which is what this is, just rough, you get 90 to 95% of your normal distance. So in this case, for an 85 shot, mathematically, I want to hit a 100-yard shot with my sand wedge. There is some wind, so you're probably going to see this is going to land closer to 80. Pretty much right on that number, but there you go, 90 to 95 for flight, not including wind. So light rough, you're going to be hitting 90 to 95%. Deep rough, we are in the deep rough, typically you only get 70 to 80% of your normal distance out of the deep rough. So with a 95-yard shot, I'm going to go with 120 yards, and that should actually put me pretty close to the pin. Yep, right next to the hole. So hitting out a deep rough, you're gonna probably club up about 3, I'd say, to be safe, depending on the wind as well. So that's how you hit out of the deep rough. So you find yourself in a greenside bunker. Greenside bunkers are typically about 40 to 60% of your distance. Usually kind of around the green. When I'm hitting these, I'm opening up my the face of my club, and I'm usually hitting a splash shot. It's very inconsistent whether you're going from like a normal face to a closed face. So if you're hitting a closed face, you're gonna want to feel it at about 40% of your normal like sand wedge, and you can see that it rolls out a little bit more. Whereas if you open the face and you do more of like a slap at the ground, it comes out a little bit more dead. So if I really open it up, go a little slower, that'll trickle on out and go on down. So hitting out of a greenside bunker, it's kind of a feel, but it's more of just like a slap, not a full follow through shot, just slap it. With a fairway bunker, you're hitting, it's about 80 to 90%. So I think it giving me a 9 iron here is crazy. I'd hit something more like a pitching wedge. With that wind, I understand that it's trying to like cut it down, but I think with a pitching wedge, I can get onto the green. See, they were giving me a 9 iron for no reason at all, but that was a pretty perfect shot. And then just tap it in real quick for a little bit of a pick me up there. Yeah, buddy. All right. So the fringe is actually basically the fairway. So it's also going to be 100% of your distance. There's 2 ways that you can approach hitting from the fringe onto the green. You can use your lob wedge and just give a putting stroke, and it will kind of leave you a pretty good putt in. And instead of the lob wedge, you can also just putt it. And putting it out of the fringe, you kind of have to give it a little bit of extra just to get it onto the green. And then it will, I never like to do that. And it'll kind of roll out depending on the distance. So let me try that one more time. Yeah, and that, I do not like putting from the fringe, but I do like using a pitching wedge. So if you just take your pitching wedge, find your line, do a putting stroke, that might actually go in. No, but it's closer than both of the other ones that I just hit. So hitting from the fringe is 100% distance control compared to hitting from the rough right here, which would still be that 80 to 90%. So you can see with that same stroke, does not go nearly as far. So keep that in mind. When you're hitting out of this, you're going to want to hit with a lob wedge. That's how you hit out of every lie. I say we see how long it takes for me to chip it in from right here. That was the first one. That's number 2. That's number 2. This is number 3. Well, it will not stay up. Give it a little more heat once to turn at the end. Ooh. Give it a little more loft there. Stay up, stay up. Come down, come down. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below what else you'd like to see in this game. And we'll see you in the next one.